All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Don's Modeling Desk, working on the Orville again. And I didn't get my insignia white in time. Thank you, Amazon. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. So I'm going to be working on the base tonight. Get these pins cut off where they're too long and start putting some primer on it and decide what color I want to paint it if I don't leave it black. But we got Jody in the background.
Hello.
And
I see we
Ken's
got
here.
Mr. Ken here. Ken says,
What's going
"Good
on, Ken?
everyone. Do you have free samples of summer sausage?"
No, I do not. I need all I have.
You looking for free samples of summer sausage? He says, "Oh, Costco does." Excellent. Ken's been to Costco today.
Leave it to Ken.
Free
I was
samples
just
of
I was
summer
just telling
sausage.
Jody I spent all day today running around town playing with my granddaughter. So fun day.
I used to try that line on women, Ken. Would you like a free sample of summer sausage? But I always tried it in the wintertime. Maybe
I
I should have
always
tried
ask
it
them,
in the summer.
"Do you have any Irish in you? No? Would you like to?" Yeah, it didn't work too good.
Unless somebody was Irish.
Right. And you know what?
Ken
For
says,
whatever reason, Middle Tennessee has a lot of Irish people.
"Oh, yeah?"
Yeah.
Ken says, "Hi, Donnie and Jody."
What's going on, Ken?
Draw up to my cable. Oh, watch out, dog. Almost ran you over.
Don't do that. Don't run over the poor doggy.
Well, he's like lays down on the floor right behind my chair.
Oh, dude, my dog lays down in the doorways. I think it's his way of making you pay attention to him. I'm in the doorway. You're going to have to step over me.
So there's that base there. Looks like the frame of a starship itself. Just throw a saucer on it. Stephen
does,
Haynes
don't
is
it?
here. Steven says, "Hey, Donnie and
What's
Jody."
going on, Steven?
Says hi to Ken. "Hey, Steven, how are you tonight, sir?"
Get my little airbrush holder ready here.
So, Steven and Ken, are you guys working on anything tonight? Are you doing any projects or you just watching?
Just chilling.
Just chilling like a villain.
Now that I
Whoa,
got my printer
that's
working,
big.
I got some of the drawer fronts for some of my drawers printed.
For your drawer? Oh, your little plastic drawers?
Yeah, those are the fronts.
For
I
the little
never could.
storage,
I
little
never could
storage
get them
containers?
printed before.
That's cool.
And there's one of them. I like how that one turned out. But they got
Oh, that's
magnets.
cool. I like that.
Stick on the front of the drawers.
That's fantastic.
And I'm printing the side panel that's going to go on it. It's printing right now. Let's see, I can show you that. Let's see. Share.
So you got a 3D print file for like little storage drawers.
Yes.
That's actually a very handy thing to have.
And that's
It's
going to be
very
the
useful.
side panel on the side of the drawers.
Okay. Oh, that's really cool. So this is going to be just for storing parts for Star Trek models?
No.
Just a cool theme for a little cabinet. That's really neat.
Yeah.
Andrew is here. Andrew says, "Good evening." And Ken says, "I like to watch." Andrew says, "Is there a cable running in front of your camera, Donnie?" Yes, there is a cable at the
Yes,
top
there
of
is. Why
the
is
screen
that
there.
in the way?
Never even noticed that, Andrew. I was focused on the stand and
I didn't either, and I just dropped my remote somewhere. Oh well, I don't need it right now. Why is
Ken
this
says,
in
"Yes,
the way? It's not usually
yes,
in the
there
way.
is."
That is weird. Oh, come on, cable. Behave. There we go. No more cable in the way. Well, a little bit.
No more cable.
Now the pliers are in the way. There. Are you happy now, Android? There. We'll tidy up the scene for Android. And Ken says, yes, there is. I don't know what he means
Yeah,
by that.
the cable. When Andrew said, "Is there a cable across your screen?" Ken said, "Yes, yes, there is."
There was. There is no longer.
There was.
There is no longer.
Your video is now cable free.
I've also been sitting around playing old video games today.
And Ken says, "Almost there." You sat around playing video games today?
Yeah. That was a brilliant use of time, right?
You know what? Something I should do. I haven't played video games since, I don't know.
Well, I got this
It's been over a year. It's been over
little
a year since I
emulator,
played a video game.
little emulator thing.
The thing that Todd got there and linked to everybody.
Yeah, I got that one, and then I got this one.
Oh, what's that one?
It's just landscape instead of portrait.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
It's like a similar idea. It's got all kinds of games on it that you can
all
play.
kind of emulators. Everything from like the old arcade games, even before the Atari 2600, all the way up to PlayStation 2.
The last game I was playing is SnowRunner on PlayStation 4.
After PlayStation 2, I kind of transitioned over to playing on PC.
Yeah. I never got into PC gaming just because you need a special computer for it in the first place. And
You don't need a special computer.
well, you need a computer that's able to handle games.
Yeah, you just gotta have enough oomph.
Yeah.
But you can turn the settings down, and you can get away with a lot less computer than you think. Trust me, mine's not all that.
But I was dedicated to playing games on consoles there. I had Xbox for a while, like I had the original one, and then I eventually got a PlayStation, and the last one I got was the PlayStation 4.
My son had an Xbox and an Xbox 360, I think.
Xbox was fun back in the day when they were new, and all those kind of games were new.
Ken said, "I played solitaire
on the PC." We've all played that. I gave it a try a couple times. I even tried that stupid one where you gotta look for the mines.
Where you gotta look for what?
There's like a grid, and you gotta click on squares, and some of the squares.
Oh, Minesweeper!
Oh my
God, I love that game.
Oh, not me.
I loved it.
No, I was not a fan of that.
Well, it's a good way to exercise your memory.
I suppose.
Lord knows my memory needs plenty of exercise.
I would just get so frustrated at stuff like that.
Well, I didn't do good at it either, but it's good for exercising your memory and at least keeping it somewhat functional. Somewhat functional.
Somewhat, yeah.
The function of my memory is highly questionable.
So what color are you painting the base?
I'm going to prime it in black. I haven't decided exactly what color I'm going to paint it for the final color.
How about viewers? Would you go with a color close to the ship or a color totally different from the ship for the base?
Yeah, should I like leave it black to kind of de-emphasize the base, or should I color it?
I picked up a really cool piece of material to use for a base. I'll probably use it for the big 350 scale Enterprise.
What is it?
I unplugged my camera. I can't show you. It's somebody discarded. Somebody discarded a computer on the in the basement. Like junk gets discarded in a spot in the parking garage, and then it gets taken away every week, right? So someone discarded a computer, and there's this. I'll take a picture of it and I'll show you on Discord. I guess it's like the top of the computer, but it's like a really cool shape. Yeah, the top of the case, but it's a real cool shape. And I was like, you know what? That would be a really cool base for a model for a stand. I think
only Jody has the creativity to look at a part of a PC case and go, I can make a base out of that.
Andrew says, did you ever play Minesweeper? I hear it's good for your memory. Evidently, Andrew's never played Minesweeper. Ken says, Hunter Orange. There you go, Donnie. Hunter's Orange. Popular color in Canada. Very popular.
I don't know if I want an orange base.
Here, I'll put this in picture in sci-fi, since it'll be on a sci-fi model. Yeah, it's real interesting. It's like got like this brushed aluminum piece in the middle of it, and there's like a clear glass part with like a logo. Yeah, it's really cool. I can replace the logo with like a Starfleet emblem, right?
Right.
Andrew says, did you ever play Minesweeper? I hear it's good for your memory. Evidently, I've never played Minesweeper because I didn't know that it was good for your memory. I never heard that before. Maybe I should have played it. I exercise my memory by memorizing song lyrics.
Oh, that's look cool.
It's like an elongated pyramid shape.
Yeah,
the outside of it's plastic, and the inside, like the ridge part, is like a sort of aluminum material, some kind of metal. Oh. Yeah,
that would make different pieces.
Base. And then the bottom's like got all these complex shapes in there, because I guess computer components are mounted in it or something. I don't know.
Usually nothing's mounted to the top except maybe a radiator, if you got a radiator to cool it.
I don't know if it's the top. I don't know. This is probably just it's probably just extra space for it's probably just extra space for airflow. Oh, and it has an LED in it where that logo is.
Oh,
So
does
there's
it?
a little, yeah, there's a little LED inside there that lights up the logo. And
What does
it's
the logo look
just
like?
like a, not sure. Intel Core 17. I've never seen it before. I'll show you the logo too. I will show it to you.
It's not a little
Show
alien head,
me
is
the
it?
logo. No, it looks almost like a butterfly or like a weird mask. It's weird. Something I've never seen before. I will also put it in sci-fi. Darth Trent is here. Hello, Trent. Says, hey,
Oh,
Donnie
that's
and
cool
Joey.
looking.
Good evening. Yeah, so I don't know what kind of computer it would have been. This is
I don't
Intel
either.
Core i7 9th Gen on the little sticker, which I'm going to remove right now because I don't want that for my model stand.
i7. That was a few years ago.
So yeah, I'm thinking this will make a great stand for like one of the bigger models.
It will.
Either the Kronos 1 or the, actually it'd probably be a nice one for the Kronos 1 because it's got those angled facets.
Yeah.
Trent says hi to Ken, Steven, and Andrew.
What's going on, Trent?
So Andrew says, these masks have pulled some of the Vallejo off the nacelles when being taken off the model. Uh-oh. I'll have to touch up and mask the
Are
touch-ups
those the mask design
with tape.
masks?
Yeah. Or no, they're from Motion Picture Miniatures, I think.
That's right. That's right. I think I
I
asked him that one time before.
Well, because he's using that card with the mask design logo on it to
Yeah, but I thought he said he was
apply them.
using mask
So
design logos at one masks at one time.
I think for the other models, for the 1400 scale and for the E, probably. I'm sure he'll tell us. He'll confirm or deny. Motion Picture Miniatures, yes, not the mask's fault. I think some of my paints got too cold at one point.
Very possible.
Mm-hmm. See, Andrew, you need one of those warming pads that I have to have in your garage. You could have it. It's just
In
it
his
reminds
garage?
me of a waterbed. It reminds me of a waterbed heating pad, but it's just smaller. It's only like, 20 inches long or whatever. It's like this rectangular pad. Mary ordered something from Amazon and they sent her these two heated pads. So
Oh
you can
yeah,
use
you were
them,
showing us those.
you can use them in like a terrarium for a pet, or you can use them for it's labeled as a seed germinator. So I guess you put your seeds in the pots or whatever, and you put your plants on this heating thing, and it doesn't get hot. It just gets a little bit warm. You know what I mean? It's keeps things sort of at room temperature, basically. And they sent us two of them, and she got her money back. She got a refund, and they never asked for the product back. So I just kept it. So if I was like, say I had my workshop set up in a garage or something, I'd probably put it on the workbench and just have, certain things that need to stay warm, I just put them on top of it.
In the garage.
Mm-hmm.
I was just messing with Andrew. Some of these areas are not exactly easy to get to with an airbrush.
Some tight little spots on there in between those where it joins up. Got to work on my drawing of that a little bit more.
Oh, that little ship you made to look like it looks cool.
Yeah, but I gotta rework it so that the bottom is like less square.
You know, like square bottom.
Yeah, because what I did was I pretty much duplicated the shape of what you have right there, right?
Right.
But I put a saucer on the front singular part there, and I didn't add anything to the two back parts that already kind of look like nacelle pylons. I just kind of made, like you saw my drawing, I just kind of made like a dome on one end of it to make it look like the nacelle is that thing.
I thought it looked cool.
It does look cool, but when you try to, like, it looks really cool from the top and from the side, but when you try to draw it on the side angle view, or I mean the front or the back angle view, you get that weird the bottom looks too wide and square. So I tried a bunch of different shapes sort of on what would kind of be the secondary hull to try to make it
Right.
a little more design appealing, like a little more sort of curvy or whatever. But it takes away from the actual look of what it looks like.
Yeah, that's fine.
It makes it look less than what that looks like as it is.
Yeah, but I mean,
I see that shape and I'm like, wow, that looks just like a starship, but it needs a saucer. Get out of here, bird.
yeah, but you're not trying to duplicate this. You're just like doing something inspired by this.
Yeah, exactly. Inspired by
So
the
if you need
the
to
stand.
modify it, then modify it. I don't see how you come
Sorry
up with
about the
half of
bird.
the stuff you come up with anyway.
You know what? I don't know where it comes from either.
Well, wherever it is that it
Sorry
comes
about the
from,
bird. He's mad because
wherever it is that it comes from, I don't have it. So
oh, you do. It's just that creativity that everyone has inside of them. Maybe it doesn't come out as often, but when you need it to, it does.
yeah, but some of us have a little, enough to get by, and some of us have all the rest of it.
Well, I think a lot of my ideas and creativity comes from not being able to just get everything. Like a lot of, when I was younger and when I was a kid and I wanted something, I try to make it, right?
I
Andrew
mean, I've
says
I've done a lot of that too, but
I posted a picture of the paint lift on the port nacelle. One spot looks like Canada. Ah, the paint peeled off in the shape of Canada.
Canada.
Canada. Yes, Canada. I think it means village. No, it means the land.
Ouch.
There's a historical little short public service thing that they used to have on TV.
In several places. Jeez. But it didn't peel. It's just on that one side. That's weird.
Then maybe there was a little bit of like something on
Yeah,
the
some
model. I thought,
contamination or something.
yeah, like a smudge, or even something as simple as a fingerprint or something like
Yeah,
that. Andrew
that's kind of
says
what it looks like to
Canadian
me. It might not
moment.
be, but that's kind of what it looks like to me.
Let
By
me
it
take a
just
look at
being
that.
in that one side.
Oh, it does look a little like Canada. Look at that. You got to kind of turn it to the side. Yeah, look at that. It's the Hudson Bay and everything.
That was intentional. That wasn't accidental.
That's not bad. Like, at least it's like he can just mask off the gray parts and just paint that. Like, it's not something he has to be it's so intricate with. You know what I mean? He can
Yeah,
just
it's not
paint
the
over
end of
that
the
spot.
world, but still
Yeah,
not good.
it's not terrible. He can just remask that and paint over it again. Well, he'll smooth out the edges.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
feather
go
it
get
out.
rid of that bird. Give me 1 second. I'm really sorry.
He's not bothering me.
I'm gonna defenestrate him. Before I do that, Andrew says, I'm pretty sure it was the paint. So the paint might have been too cold while it was being sprayed or while it was curing. The inside of the triangle area is going to be fun to mask. Yeah, I was looking at that little part. That's going to be a little tricky. I don't know if that's much better.
What, the bird?
Yeah, I put him in
Oh,
the
he
bed.
wasn't bothering me, man.
He's mad because the girls went upstairs to go see Mary's cousin who moved in above us. And go
Ah,
hang out with the kids.
where did my playthings go?
Yeah. Well, and he's been stuck with just me all day because my daughter had class today. And then she just got home. And then he's like, where are you going? You just got back here. He's thoroughly upset.
Niles gets that way when Madeline comes over to visit, and then she finally goes home in the evening, and he's just
Yeah.
wandering around like, "Where's my kid at?"
Oh, yeah. Oh. I know. It's funny how attached they get. And he totally has separation anxiety. Like, it's amazing how much, like, a little thing like a bird, his brain is the size of a peanut, can show so much personality and like affection and emotions. It's
Oh, I know.
Andrew says, I just painted the lighter blue today, so I'll let it all cure overnight. Try touching those spots up. A couple of other smaller spots that I can touch up with a brush. Yeah, that's a nice, like, there's some spots you can get with the brush because it's so surrounded by other patterns and designs. Your eye is not going to be drawn to, like, if you touch up a spot with a brush and there's a slight variation in the texture or I'm sure he'll match the color exactly and he'll do a great job of making it smooth. But it's sort of hidden within that Aztec pattern, right? Your eye's not going to be drawn to a slight little error or a a slight little variation.
Little tiny
you're
brush
looking at-
stroke or something.
Yeah, you're not going to notice that. Quiet bird.
I can't even hear him now.
Good. He's at the other end of the apartment in the bedroom.
Well, I mean, me personally, I don't know about everybody else, but me personally, I don't mind listening to him. Doesn't
Oh,
bother me
that's
one
right,
bit.
Andrew. Andrew says the colors are bottle colors, so he doesn't have to mix and match anything. That's right. Gordon is here. Gordon says, "Hey guys." And Trent says, "Hi, Gordon. How you
What's
doing
going
tonight,
on,
Gordon?"
Gordon?
We are in Orville Town with Donnie, and we're making a stand.
Yeah, because my paint.
We're making a stand right here, right now.
That's right. I'm gonna make my stand.
Any background noises you hear is me, and at the same time, I'm working on a light that's going to mount to my webcam so I can get better lighting for when
Well,
I'm
my
live.
printer and compressor are going too, so that might be part of it.
I was talking about my snipping and my lighter melting the shrink tube and stuff like that. I'm making a little bit of noise
I
in the
don't think a
background.
lighter makes much noise.
Trent says, "Tori's cool, doesn't bother me."
See?
Gordon says, "Been decorating."
Of course, we had two parakeets for a long time, so tweeting was normal.
Well, he's not. It's different when he's tweeting and he's just, chirping along and making little noises. But he does that shrieking because he gets separation anxiety. But here's the thing: now that I've put him in the bedroom for about 5 minutes, if I go get him now, he'll be all snuggly and quiet and
Oh,
really.
yeah, because you stuck him in the bedroom.
Yeah. He's like, "You banished me." So I'll go get him, and I bet you he'll be quieter now. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Come here.
Dad, you stuck me in there by myself.
I apologize.
It does not bother me, man.
Well, it bothers me because I'm on here trying to be your backup and read your chat and keep you company. And you just
And you're doing an excellent job. Corey just keeps it from getting too quiet.
Yeah. He does that, that's for sure. How dare you try to have peace and quiet? I shall be heard.
You can have peace and quiet as long as you're paying attention to me.
Bird. They should be back soon.
Relax, bird. Relax. He's just
Quiet.
upset because his playmates are gone.
Ada doesn't play with him.
No, but they keep him company.
Nobody plays with the bird. Nobody plays with the dog. Don is here, Mr. Don. He says, howdy all. Good evening, Don.
I'm sorry, Don. There's not going to be any lights tonight, probably.
I'm sure he's thoroughly disappointed.
I am too. That's why I apologize for it.
Wait for it. Wait for it. He says, yeah. No lights tonight.
Yeah, just working on the bass tonight, Don.
I'm working on the bass chain. Oh, I just had a realization.
What was that?
Once I attached this, I should have installed like a plug, like a JST connector for this light that I'm wiring. Because once I attach it to my camera, when I go to screw the camera back onto the mount, it's gonna be hard because I got this cord.
Yep.
But I'll just have to deal with it. I don't take it on and off of there much, so it should be not too much of a problem. Don says there is a vid or avid, and he says, hey to Trenton Gordon. There is a vid.
Avid. What's he talking about?
He says an ID. Autocorrect sucks. He says AID. Oh, a god. He said there is a god. All right, that's what he's trying to get out. No lights, and he says, oh, there is a god.
Yeah, no lights. He's messing with you, dude. No, I wanted to get the base coat finished so I could start on the ass kicking. Or on the panels. It's not really ass kicking.
Mm-hmm. No, panel highlighting.
But thank you, Amazon.
More like Shamazon, right, Donnie?
Yeah.
Boo.
I don't know about you, but here lately it seems like about a third of the stuff I order from Amazon, it's like, oh, we're sorry, your shipment has been delayed.
Oh. Well, it's been a while since we bought anything from Amazon, so not sure.
I buy a lot of stuff from Amazon because then I don't have to go deal with people.
Yeah.
I bought 3 pair of shorts from Amazon the other day,
Right on.
and bought them all three same brand, all 3 at the same time. 1 got delivered, 2 won't be delivered until Wednesday, I think it said.
It's not just a 3-pack of shorts?
Huh?
It's not just a 3-pack?
No, it's not a 3-pack.
Like they can't put all 3 in the same package?
I don't know
What the heck?
It's just plain old cargo shorts.
I thought I took that comment off the screen. Apologies.
Amazon brand at that. It's their own shit and they can't deliver it on time.
Scamazon.com.
We've been raising heck at work about how hot it's getting inside the prep booth.
Yeah.
And they've been saying, oh, well, we can't turn on the air conditioner until about the middle of April because it'll get too cold on night shift. It's like, yeah, but they can put something else on. We can only take so much off, I mean,
can't they just turn it off when it's night shift?
Well, they, those big industrial chillers, once you turn them on, you can't really just turn them on and turn them off and turn them on and turn them off like you can a little window unit or something. I mean, I understand that, but I mean, they can wear a jacket.
Sounds like a design flaw to me.
Well, it's just the way they work. I mean, if it gets a little cool on night shift, they can put on a jacket or something, If we take our shirt off, they're going to get a little ill.
That's right.
But they don't see it that way.
To put a sweater on than it is to cool down.
But we kept raising heck about it. And then they came and told us today, not today, but Friday. Well, we found a problem. It's in the main system, and we're not going to be able to work on it until we get a free Saturday when y'all are not working. So it's probably going to be about the middle of April before we can get it fixed. And we're all thinking,
no way.
You can get it fixed right about the same time you said you could turn it on. Convenient, huh?
Well, we have labor laws for safety purposes where if it's above a certain temperature, you're not legally required to have to work.
Saturday it was 84 degrees in the prep booth.
Yeah, you see, if it was that hot, like there's people that work construction, or you're working on the road and out in the sun or whatever it might be, where you're outside or even inside, or if there's no proper ventilation. If it's too hot, if it's above a certain temperature, you have the legal right to tell your boss, nope, I'm not working in that, and there's nothing that they can do about it.
Well, we have labor laws too, but I don't know if we could just walk out because it's hot.
Well, it's a safety issue at a certain point.
It is. I agree.
Like if you're the only one sitting there and that's complaining that it's too hot, and everybody else is fine and able to be fine, then they're going to go, no, sorry. But if it's, above the legal safety limit, if it's above the legal safety limit, you can refuse. That's
I don't know what the technical
we've only had that in the last
limit is.
We've only had that in the last 10 years or so, something like that.
I don't know what the actual legal safety limit is.
I'm not sure what the actual number of degrees is myself, because it's been quite a few years since I worked. But the last job I did have, when I worked at the golf course, it didn't apply, as did many of the labor laws don't apply to golf course groundskeepers, because it's considered agriculture. It falls under the category of agriculture and farming.
You
So,
gotta be
yeah,
kidding.
no, I am serious. So, like,
Loopholes.
statutory paid holidays? Nope. You know, unions? Nope. Things like that, like all the benefits that any other job would have, it doesn't apply to
That's
groundskeepers on the golf
insane.
course. Yeah, because you're considered agriculture. But the people that work in the clubhouse, in the kitchen, and the pro shop, they're not considered in the agriculture field. They're in the service industry, so they get all the benefits and protections. But yeah, the grunts out in the hot sun, you got no rights when you're out there, man.
And that's exactly the way government regulated shit works.
Yeah.
It protects everybody except the people that need it to protect them.
Well, yeah.
The people in the nice little air conditioning clubhouse, they don't need protection from the heat, but they got it. The ones out in the heat, they need it. They don't got it. That's government logic for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, the people that are responsible for everything working and running correctly and being maintained and being made and built get the least amount of respect and benefits, and they're treated the worst.
Hasn't it always been that way?
Yeah. All right, I did it.
You did it?
I did it. I got my little light mounted onto my camera, so now I won't have a separate light in my face that's wobbling and wiggling all around and difficult to point and adjust.
Well, all I've got is these little tiny LED panels.
Mm-hmm.
Buck found them on Amazon. You could get a 3-pack of them for $30 or something like that.
It's probably the same thing I have. I have one too. Did it come with like a little bunch of little colored filters?
Yeah, and a little remote control thingy.
Oh, I don't have a remote control for mine. But it has like a slide out panel, and you can put colored filters in it, red, green, and blue.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
plugs into
probably the same
USB.
thing. Yeah, it's like a flat little panel.
Yeah.
I have one of those too. That's also something that they sent Mary by mistake, so I kept it. I used that one's in a good spot actually, but it's the other one that I had. It's one of those it's got one arm that holds your cell phone and the other arm that has the little circular light on it, but it's like the small one.
Little ring light.
Yeah, and it has like a clamp that clamps to the desk or the shelf or whatever. But it's like it's been bent around and repositioned so many times that the little flexible arm was like kinked, and you know what I mean? It won't stay where you want it to, and you can't it doesn't bend easily and freely, and it's just more trouble than it's worth. I'm trying to figure out something, and then I thought of a solution last night. Maybe I'll take it apart and mount it right directly on the camera, because it has that ring in the middle, and I can put the lens right in there, and boom, the light is centered right above what the camera is looking at.
Well, some photographers do that. They have a ring light that goes right around the lens.
Yeah. Well, now I do too.
But Buck found these for like, I want to say $39, something like that. And that was cheap, so I got those. It would be better to have like one large panel, but I can't afford those, so that's what I got.
There was some really nice lights that Todd sent when I got that computer sent here, but I couldn't get them to work, so I sent them back. And Todd said he got
Yeah,
them.
I remember that.
But yeah, they wouldn't work. They wouldn't, like, I'd plug them in and no lights came on, nothing to indicate that it was charging. Tried pressing all the buttons, none of the buttons did anything. I
That
even
is
left
so
it,
weird.
like, I had the proper,
You have
I
the
made sure I
worst.
had the proper plugs and everything, and yeah, it just wouldn't not work
You
at
have
all.
the worst luck with tech, Jody.
Oh yeah, I know. I do. I do.
Okay, now the question is, should I leave this black?
I don't see why not. Like, it's not going to be permanently affixed to the model, right?
Right.
You can leave that black, put the Orville on it, look at it, and then decide, you know what? Maybe I want to paint it gray or something closer to the ship, right?
Right.
You can leave it black for now and then decide.
Well, my thinking was, if I paint it black, maybe that'll um de-emphasize it. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
won't be a point of
Yeah, you don't want the base to be a
interest.
point of interest unless it is interesting,
Right.
which it is. It's an interesting base. Like, I like it. It's not just a stick going up into the model, which is cool. It's like this little cradle sort of thing. You can maybe you can maybe you can maybe go for like a wood look on the wood piece and like a sort of metal look on the stand part.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You know, like get maybe in that, like, I know that's a piece of MDF board, right? It's not a
It
piece of
is.
like grain wood, but you can sort of emulate wood grain. There's Ken says paint it NATO black.
I'm not that fancy. I just have black, just regular black.
You could get like some cherry stain or something like that. That might give it like a wood color.
Oh, wait for that. Now it's black.
Well,
I
that's
don't.
just the base.
I don't think cherry stain over black would look very cherry.
Well, no, you don't use stain, but you'd emulate that look with
Yeah.
paints, right? Use paints and emulate that. You can get one of those little wood graining tools that you can drag across it.
Oh, they have stencils that you can
Oh
spray
yeah.
through to make a wood grain.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
like little metal, like photo etch almost stencils.
Yeah.
You just lay it down
Oh,
on
neat.
there and spray through it. It makes a little wood grain pattern. That's an idea.
That's cool.
That would have been easier to do before I actually attached this onto it, though.
There's also a little plastic tool, and I bet you could even find a 3D print file for it. It's a little wood graining tool for paint, and
Oh, really?
it has like circular ridges in it. Actually, half circular ridges. So it's a series of concentric semicircles, and you drag it across the wood, and you roll it back and forth as you drag it across the wood, and the little circles
Make the
uh,
grain.
make the grain pattern as you wiggle it back and forth. Right? They'll sort of smear the paint around.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's pretty
cool.
cool. I used to have one, but I don't have it anymore.
Interesting. I have never seen one of those before.
What's that? The wood grainer?
Yeah,
Did you find one?
I did.
Excellent. Yeah, it's
Let me
just a
see if
little
this
thing
is
with
what
a
you were
handle.
talking about. Let me see here.
Yeah, it's a little handle with a little pad on it. Oh, hi, he's happy now. They're home.
Yay, my people are back. Is that what you're talking about,
Yeah, there
Jody?
you go. Yeah, man, something like that. There's different varieties, but yeah, that's it. That's one.
It's like
So you
$7.
see how it's got those rings on it. So
Yeah.
and the surface of it is curved, like it's sort of rounded. So you drag that along and you roll it back and forth as you drag it, and it makes variations in the width of the lines.
That is so cool.
Trent's fixing to get out of here. He says, "Good night, guys."
Have a good
Good
one,
night,
Trent.
Trent. Thank you for stopping by. Hit
We
that like
appreciate
button
it.
on your way out. Hit the thumb up. All right, I'm going to get that wood grain tool off your screen there
I did, didn't
so we can see what you're doing.
I took it off.
No, you didn't. I just did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I thought I did.
I bet you can find a 3D file for that little tool. It's an easy thing, right? It's a simple little tool.
Possibly. Oh, yeah.
Let me do a quick Google.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
you
couple
you
of
did it? You found one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Interesting. I wonder if that would work as good as the other one.
How did you have you glued that stand down onto that wood piece yet?
Yes.
Like, how do you have it attached?
Epoxy.
Okay, so it's not going to be easy to remove it.
Yeah, it's epoxied on there. I didn't want it to come off.
Yeah.
Set the model on there and then it falls off. No, not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
See, you could still use that tool, but it would look weird around the edges of the base because you wouldn't be able to. You know what I mean? The grains wouldn't flow all the way through underneath that piece.
Right.
It would stop and start at the edges, so it would kind of look weird. You'd have to remove that off of the wood if you wanted it to like look like natural wood grain.
I don't know. I'll figure out what to do with it. I don't know if I want to leave it black or what. I guess I could set the Orville on it and figure out where I need to drill the hole in the middle. That doesn't require any insignia white.
Oh, what was that? Dunk, dunk.
What was what?
Something disconnected. I don't know, something disconnected.
That's what
I
I'm
got
talking about,
that
Jody.
sound in my
You
I
have
got
no
that sound
luck
in
with
my
the tech.
headphones there. Something went dunk dunk.
You have no luck with tech.
No, I never have. Most of the mechanical and electronic things I've ever had are no longer functional. They don't last long.
I can usually get any electronic tech thing to do what I want it to do within the limits of what it can do. The limits of the Ender 3, though, pushed me to my limits.
What's that? Was that your printer?
The old printer,
Oh, okay. The filament printer?
yeah, because it would work until it didn't, and then you would
Uh,
have to spend an hour or two fiddling with it, and then it would work until it didn't. And
Sounds familiar.
and from everything that I found online, that's not a problem with the printer. That's just the way the printer is.
Oh, yeah?
It was just the best you could do with an affordable printer back when it came out.
Hmm. So is the one you got a few years back when the 3D printers were still a new thing?
Well, no, it's one that Ian got
Oh, okay.
several years back when 3D printers were still the new thing, and he gave it to me.
Oh, was that the one that was in the room at Wonderfest?
Yes, and I'm glad I had it to learn on because I learned a lot of shit fiddling
Hmm.
with it to get it to work.
Yeah.
A lot of shit that I
This
would
is a
not
lot.
have learned if I had a printer like this other one to begin with.
Because you just simply didn't have to learn those things with this one.
Yeah,
You didn't encounter the same problems that you had to overcome.
I turned that thing on and it did all the calibration by itself. I just pushed a button,
Sweet.
which is great, but then you don't learn how to calibrate it or what certain problems mean.
Hmm. Oh, what's that noise now? I think my headset is running low on battery. Let me just get another one.
Oh, you can change batteries in your headset?
No, it's got two earpieces and just only use one at a time.
Oh, earbuds. Gotcha.
Yeah, little earbuds. I usually just use one at a time. So when it starts dying, I just switch it for the other one.
I have one of those with the wire between the two earbuds.
Oh yeah, it's wireless, but the two things are connected.
Yes,
Oh, I have a Bluetooth one.
that's what this is. It's Bluetooth, but instead of having, two separate earbuds, it's two earbuds that have a wire that go between them.
Interesting.
And then it has a little control module thing that's in the wire, with on off and volume on it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one like that.
I was having trouble with the headset that I had at the time, and Ian recommended this one. and it's been great ever since I've had it. So
Excellent.
I need a pencil. Well, a lot of black pens, but I don't think that'll work good on this black paint.
You need a silver pen.
I mean, like this one.
That's the one. That's the one right there.
And there we go.
And away we go. We got Alec here. Alec says, "Hey guys, painting some window frames for my Titanic." Cool. Were you able to get that a window made for your sub there that you were working on last night, Alec?
Oh, he was working on the U.
Yeah, he's working on the sub,
Whatever.
and he was making. He was trying to make a custom window for like the pylon part of it.
Subs have pylons.
Well, whatever that piece is that sticks out of the top of the sub, that's like a
Oh,
rudder
the conning
with a fin
tower.
right out. Sure, that thing.
Sure, that yeah, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the conning tower.
The only subs I know anything about are the kind that have cold cuts on them.
I don't know a whole lot about them. I know a little bit. Now the question is, do I have a drill bit long enough to reach down in there? Didn't think of that.
What do you need to reach down in there?
Well, I need to drill it like this.
Oh, and your bit might not be long enough. I see.
It might be. It might be.
You go from both directions, maybe.
The problem is, how do you know where to go to on the bottom? You know what I mean? How do you know where to
Oh,
make
it's
the hole?
not a window. Okay. Alex says, I got it drilled out, and it's not a window. It's a navigation light I plan on lighting. And he says, yes, Donnie, you can be proud of me for adding lights, so the RC sub will, in a sense, be finished.
Oh, that's the RC one he's working on. Okay.
Yeah. How do you play with a remote control sub? How do you see where you're going if you go underwater?
Camera? I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you'd want a camera on it with a screen like those drones.
Yeah.
Here we go. Time for the drillio.
And I need to hold it up here so I don't drill a hole through my desk. That might be bad, right?
Nah, your desk could use holes.
Oh, we're getting wood dust now. We got through the resin. Still not enough to tell where it's at on the back, though.
There you go.
Voila. Where did I put the small one? Did I put it back in the box?
All right, so Alec answered my question. He says it honestly depends on where you are sailing. In pools, you can easily go fully under, but for low to non-clear water, you would want to remain at periscope depth. It also depends on the radio frequency.
Yeah, you don't want to lose contact with your sub while it's underwater. That could be detrimental. Don't know where I put my other little piece of brass tube at. I just had it a moment ago. And now it is gone somewhere.
Your brass tubing?
Yes.
I do not see it, and I did not see where you put it. Under your towel. I'm gonna guess it's under your towel.
Well, that would be a good guess, except I never moved the towel for it to get under the towel.
It's in your hand. I just saw it in your hand.
No, that's the big brass tube. I need the little one that goes inside of this one. And I have lost things while they were in my hand, so I have done this.
Or looking for my glasses when they're on my friggin' head.
I've done that. I used to be real bad about. I'd be sitting here painting minis, and I'd have something, on the computer that I'm watching at the time, and something, exciting would happen in the show that I'm watching. So I'd stop and watch it for a minute, and then I'd go back to paint. I'm like, where the hell did I lay my paintbrush here? It's got to be here somewhere. And I look down. Oh, it's still in my hand. Well, I don't know where that brass tube went.
Do
I have a stand-in brass tube that I can use? Possibly. Or I could just put this one in here and see if it lines up with the hole in the ship. Cut it off about right there. The printer's not making too much noise, is it?
I don't hear it at all.
Good.
Alex said if it's a low frequency radio transmitter, you can only go fully underwater. High frequency only as deep as the antenna is above the water. And mid is a good replacement for low frequency. All of this depends upon the water you are in. Clear, fresh water is the best. Chlorinated and impure water will limit the dive depth, and full-on salt water will make you only able to sail at periscope depth. unless you add an umbilical cord to the sub for the antenna.
Sounds like he's been doing some
There
research.
you go. Sounds like it. Oh, it doesn't sound like something that would be enjoyable to play with for me personally. Anyways.
You just need to add one of those naval ultra low frequency antennas, that can reach halfway around the world.
Mm,
That's what you need right there.
a ham radio antenna.
Yeah, but those don't do good in water.
Oh.
Do good on the surface. Did you ever watch the X-Files?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the episode about the naval ultra low frequency antenna that was the frequency was killing people that were sensitive to it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't remember every episode. It's been a long time since I saw it, but
Yeah, I've watched all of
I remember a
X-Files about
few of
4
them.
times.
Oh, no,
I love X-Files.
I watched it when it was on TV.
I did
I
too.
haven't seen an episode since then, though.
I love the X-Files. And then they came out with that later on continuation of the X-Files, which kind of sucked.
Oh, yeah? They brought it back?
Yeah. For one season. Because
I never saw any of those. I didn't even know about that.
there's like 8 or 10 episodes they made, and like 2, maybe 3 of them were okay.
Oh, yeah? I think the one I remember the most.
It was 6 episodes.
Oh. One of the episodes of that show I remember the most was about this guy who just he had like some ability to make people do whatever he wanted. Like he would just say things.
Oh yeah.
Like he took a piece of paper and he wrote pass on it with marker, and he used it as an ID tag to get into a place, and he would just tell people whatever, and they'd smile and say, "Oh yeah, okay," whatever you say.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It's like some weird suggestive power that he had. Yeah, that was a weird one.
Name an X-Files episode that wasn't weird. That was
Well,
what
I
the
don't know the
X-Files
names of any episodes.
Huh?
I don't know the names of any episodes.
That was the X-Files speciality. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. It was weird. All right.
I loved it.
Me too. It was a good show.
Stuff in the way. There. And
another show back from the same time frame. Sliders.
Oh, hey, guess what? I figured out why I couldn't find the other brass tube.
It was inside the tube.
It's in the
ship. It's in the ship already. Yeah. Right, you put it in there last week.
No, I put it in there a while ago. I thought I took it back out, but I didn't. Boy, I didn't. Now, how am I going to do this?
So I was trying to install the post like that on my Voyager model last night, and the tube that I got was just, say, maybe half a millimeter too big for the hole in the model. It wouldn't quite fit.
Uh-huh.
So my solution in a case like that, which I've done a few times before, because I'm using a steel tube that's real thin, I took a pair of wire snippers, like an old pair of clippers, and I
Right.
went around and I made like teeth, like a hole saw on the end of the tube,
Right.
so that I could spin it and just sort of use the tube itself to sand into the place and get the right hole. And I was going and going, and I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect. And I said, I'll give it one more twist. And I gave it one more twist, and it cut right through the model, and it just made it a hole. So there's like no stopper on the inside now. But the wires
Oh
are
yeah,
still looped
that's
through the
perfect.
hole, so I might be able to retrieve the little plastic ring and glue it back to the model.
Right.
I'll give it
Yeah,
a shot anyways.
that's perfect right there.
Yeah,
I
that
just need to
looks
cut
good. Are
the
you gonna
tube off
paint
a little
that?
more because it's still a little
Are you,
too long.
yeah. Are you there? Well, you're gonna have little feet or something more on the bottom of that, right?
Yeah, but not that much.
No, I guess not that much. Yeah. Are you gonna paint the other part of it brass, the part that sticks
Yeah, I'll
up from
paint the
the
brass tube.
model? Yeah, you
Yeah,
paint that black or something.
yeah. I just wanted to see if I had the hole drilled in the right place. And I do.
Perfect.
Now the only thing I need to figure out is, let me get this off. The only thing I need to figure out now is on the bottom of the stand, what I'm going to do with the wires.
You could get those little. You could get those little like U-shaped tack down things, and then just put one at the back end of it or the back side of it, wherever you want the wire to stick out to hold it in
Well,
place
that's
where
what I
you
was
want it to
thinking.
go.
I could put some like rubber feet on the bottom of here
Yeah,
that would hold it
lift it
up a
up.
little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That way I could run
Then
the
just
wire out of here and just like glue it or tack it to the bottom of the base
yeah, right to the
to
edge.
come out wherever I want it.
Yeah,
And just have this tube mounted
pretty
flush
much
like that.
flushed. Yeah. So
Cool.
Todd's here, and he says heat shrink and a groove. Yeah, you could cut a groove
Yeah, I
in it if
could
you
make a
want
little
to.
groove. I can't make a very big groove though because
That's not too thick.
it's not very thick wood.
But if you're gonna have some little rubber feet on there, then pretty much you just have to secure it to the bottom of the wood
Yeah.
because you're not gonna see it.
Now it's covered with sawdust. I'm thinking maybe I should have drilled the hole first and then painted it.
Todd
But
says heat shrink, groove, and staples.
that would work.
Alex says there is a ton of things that I'll need to consider and plan for this sub. Not just the transmitter, but the entire waterproof cylinder that will be going inside the sub itself.
Oh yeah, to contain all the electronics.
Yeah.
The only problem with using staples is, like I said, this is not very thick wood. So the staple would be able to go in there like 1/8 of an inch, quarter of
Well,
an inch, maybe.
you could put a. Do you got like long lengths of shrink tube, or you just got little pieces? You got like a roll of that stuff?
No, it can go about a quarter of an inch in there. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of shrink tuber in here somewhere.
You got like long sections that'll go right from the, that'll cover the whole piece of wire that's exposed, because you can glue the shrink wrap right down to the wood.
You can glue the wire right down to the wood. I've done it.
But it'll hold better with the shrink tube, and it'll look maybe a little nicer.
I'll have to find it here, but yeah, I bought some shrink tube that was in fairly long sections. Buck found it on Amazon for a really good price. So
Todd
I
really
bought
wants
it
you to make a groove in it.
and then just cut it down to the lengths I wanted.
Okay, yeah. Todd really wants you to make a groove in it. It says heat shrink, groove, and gaffer's tape or black tack.
Gaffer's tape.
And Alec is happy that there's an entire community, plus Bob from Nautilus Dry Docks, where he bought the files from, just an email away to provide assistance.
Nice.
Plus, I can pay for a video call for one-on-one help.
I've never built an RC sub. I built an RC plane when I was a kid, but never a sub or a ship for that matter. I need to cut this down shorter. I'm running out of things that I can do tonight because I'm stuck waiting on that freaking paint.
Ow.
And I paid right at $1 a bottle more than I could have got it from Michigan Toy Soldiers off of Amazon because they promised to have it here by now.
Scamazon. Scamazon.
I could have
Alex
saved $3.
Alex planning on getting at least all of the technical stuff out of the way, finishing printing the hull, make sure that I'm ready to start assembling and painting on a weekly stream. And Todd says, I wouldn't make an RC sub. Hey, look at me driving a periscope around a pond.
He's not wrong.
Well, I'm sure that the act of making the sub and building it is pretty awesome and quite enjoyable. But as far as driving it around and playing with it, I don't know how much enjoyment I'd get out of that either.
Yeah, I don't either.
I still actually have RC monster truck, and that was a lot of fun to play with, and a lot even more fun to modify and build and work on. But it got too expensive. Every time you play with it, you end up breaking something because it's so fast and powerful. That's hard to handle and hard to control. And you want to have fun and hit jumps and stuff like that and test the limits. So I ended up breaking it almost every time I played with it.
I have a USA 1.
What's that?
Remote control monster truck. Remember
Okay.
USA One that used to be in Monster Jam?
Oh, it's an actual truck.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You know,
Oh,
there
I
was
got
Bigfoot.
the
There was
yeah,
Bigfoot for all the Ford
the
fans.
original monster truck.
Yeah. It was for all the Ford fans, and then there was USA One for all the Chevy fans.
Oh, I see. The ongoing rivalry of Ford versus Chevy.
Yes.
Todd says, if I made an RC buoyancy operated aquatic transport, it would be a Titanic that does the sinking, breaks in half, sinks, and then reflects itself. Cool.
Reflects itself?
Uh, yeah.
Okay.
Reflect yourself. So it sinks to the bottom and then it projects a hologram to the surface of the water, showing where it is.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Refloat.
Refloats, it says. Refloats itself.
Now that would be an accomplishment. If you could pull that one off, Todd, you could sell those.
Well, you just have to have like one of those little self-inflating water wings or something inside there in like a little cartridge that you could reload every time you refloat the thing. Like a little CO2 cartridge that you remotely trigger and it inflates a bladder and floats it back to the surface. Alex says, actually, Todd, I was looking at Cults 3D and found that someone actually made files to make pretty much exactly that. Well, there you go. Cults 3D, Todd. Someone made files to make exactly that, actually.
The thing I never understood, and I'm not a physicist, but air, carbon dioxide, stuff like that floats because it's lighter than water, right?
Yep.
Okay, you put it in a cylinder, it's still the same amount. It should still be lighter than water.
Well, in the cylinder, it's compressed.
Right, but it's still the same amount.
But its density is increased, so it's not taking up the same amount of space. So with the density lowered, the buoyancy factor is also lowered.
I guess.
That's how fish regulate their depth in water. They don't let air out of their float bladders. They just decrease and increase the pressure in it.
Still
Like
seems weird.
most fish have like a swim bladder, right? Like a
I know.
air sac, so they can regulate their position in the water in their buoyancy. So they regulate that just by increasing or decreasing the pressure of the air.
It's all black magic to me.
Black magic? You mean just like 3D printing and computer screens?
No, those are scientific working things.
You know, surprisingly, one thing that physicists still can't figure out is how bicycles work.
What do you
Everyone
mean?
knows that they work. Everyone knows that they work, but nobody can figure out why you can ride a bicycle and stay upright without falling over. Physicists can't calculate the math that figures it out for you.
It's centrifugal force.
That's the obvious answer, but it's not. They say it's not centrifugal force because that doesn't keep you upright. That keeps you aligned, and the centrifugal force generated by your two bicycle tires isn't enough to counteract the weight of a 150-pound or more person. It's just not enough. It's not enough force to keep that in line. So the best guess is that it's a combination of the
momentum,
the momentum, the centrifugal force, and the in rear balance of the actual person riding the bike, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen people get on bikes and not be able to go 10 feet.
I don't know, man.
I've
I've seen people riding motorcycles, pop a wheelie, fall off the motorcycle. Motorcycle goes back down on two wheels and just continues down the road for a long way.
Oh yeah, but at that point, it's the centrifugal force of the tires keeping it in line because it doesn't have the weight of the rider on it anymore. Alex sent the link to Todd. Alex said the cylinder actually has a pump that will take water in a ballast tank to decrease the buoyancy of the sub and sink exactly the same way a real sub would. Okay, so it takes water in and pumps water out. And so subs do it by taking water in, and fish do it by air pressure. Some use snorkels to take in air to resurface. Some use CO2 canisters, and newer ones have one-way valves on the snorkel, so when it vents air out, leaves a little residual air in the sink to the surface.
Interesting.
Is it though? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm just kidding. It is.
I don't have anything else to work on because I don't have any paint.
How about another coat on your base there?
I could.
It looks like it could probably use a little more. Wouldn't hurt.
Couldn't hurt.
It couldn't hurt. It might hurt a little bit, but it can't hurt much.
Blow some of this stuff. Airbrush works really good to blow dust off.
Blowing the dust off.
I've been married long enough. This is the only blowing I get anymore.
Aww. That makes me sad for you. Sometimes when it's a windy day, I just go outside and pull my pants down.
I think my airbrush sat there till it got clogged up.
Oh no, you did a Jody. Don't do a Jody.
Lacquer paint doesn't usually do that. Weird. Try that. Nope, still
It's
nothing.
very thorough cleaning mine out last time I used it.
There we go. That's one thing I
lucky.
like about lacquer paint. If you can get a little bit of the lacquer paint to start flowing out of the airbrush,
Yeah, it cleans up fairly easily.
yeah,
It
the thinner
dissolves.
in the remaining paint is strong enough, it'll clear the nozzle on out.
Yeah.
There we go. But you got to be able to get some paint to come out.
Your noise cancellation on your mic works really well.
Why do you say that?
Because you can never hear your compressor or your airbrush, even when you're
Oh,
using
you
the
can't even
drill.
hear the compressor?
No.
The compressor's running right now.
The only time you hear it is when it first starts. You hear "boh," and then the mic noise canceling takes over real quick.
Sweet.
Even
I
when you
was worried
use your
about that
drill.
because the other place I have to put my compressors like 2-3 feet away from me. So it's just right there.
Yeah. Well, mine's directly under my table.
That's
Like
where mine is,
literally right in front
under
of
my
my
desk.
feet. Yeah. Mine too. But
It's off to the
I
side
got
a
a
little bit, but
fairly,
it's right here under
yeah,
the desk.
I got a pretty quiet one there. My buddy gave me that Badger compressor. Ken's got the same one. He said he really likes it. You
I
can barely
have
hear it. I can
I
use it at
have
3 in the morning and nobody hears it.
a no-name compressor from Spray Gunner.
Okay.
I got that one because with the 1 gallon tank, it's less than a Badger compressor without a tank.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Without a tank,
yeah,
so you can get one that just blows air like one of those car tire pumps.
yeah. And I mean, they work great. It's just that
Yeah.
the whole time you're spraying, the compressor has to run.
Mine, you know what? Mine pretty much does that anyways.
Mine
Like
does
if I
if
stop
I'm
spraying,
spraying
it'll
like
stop.
if I'm spraying like wide open, like spraying a
Yeah.
large area with a like especially this Posh with the 0.6 needle, spraying wide open, it'll run quite a bit. But if I'm doing detail painting or something, it'll come on for a minute, go off, and then in 4 or 5 minutes, it'll come on for a minute, go off.
Well, mine seems to run pretty much the whole time I'm holding the button down. And after
And
I'm
it has
not,
a tank on it.
yeah, it's not a very
Weird.
big one though. It's really small though.
Well, mine's not very big either. Like I said, it's like a 1 gallon tank.
Yeah, that's probably it's probably what this one has. It is very quiet though. I'll turn it on. That's it. And I got the microphone like right in front of it almost.
Yeah, I can hear it. Not much, but I can hear it.
Yeah, it's a very quiet one. So I can use it at like 3, 4 in the morning. It doesn't bother anybody.
That's good.
Ken says, remember everyone, drain the water out of your compressor.
I do
Oh,
when I think of it, which is probably not as often as it should be done, but
Ken says, it's whisper quiet. Hi, bird. Hi, the bird. Hi, the bird. Yes, hello.
I wish I
Yes,
had a
you're a
place to
good
put a
boy.
compressor that was, separated
Okay, good
from
night.
where I work.
Good night, bird. He was saying good night.
Good night, Tori.
Being pretty sweet now that it's bedtime.
You don't want to go to bed.
He gets all sucky and starts schmoozing. It's like, but I'm a pretty bird, though.
You sure he's not a 3-year-old kid?
No, he's it's like, I don't know, 6 or 7.
No, but I mean kid, not
Oh
bird.
yeah, he's got the mentality of a 3-year-old kid.
My granddaughter used to do that back when she had to take a nap. She'd start getting all cranky and ill. It's like, don't you think it's time for a nap? And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, please. I love you, Papa.
Yeah, mine was the same way. Oh, time for bed, but I can be sweet and nice.
Right?
I can barely hear anything at all.
What?
It's whisper quiet. I'm just laughing at Ken's comment again. We were laughing about that the other night. It's one of the jokes from The Simpsons there, where they're trying to sell the Juice Master or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And he turned it on and it's going, wah! And he's like, it's whisper quiet. I can barely even tell it's on. All that juice from one bag of oranges? Like a half a glass of juice.
I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time.
Same here. Haven't seen any of the new ones. Probably, I don't know, 10 years maybe.
I used to love watching that show.
Yeah, me too. But they only can do so much before they start rolling back around to recycling the same kind of stories, right?
Yeah. And that show has been on forever.
Oh yeah, over 40 years. That's looking a lot smoother and a lot better.
After another coat.
Yeah, like it was looking fine before, but there was like maybe a couple uneven spots, which I think was only being highlighted by the light reflecting. Like I'm sure it looked pretty nice and even to your eye, but with the camera, the way the light reflects, you can see the little differences, right?
Right?
There, yeah, Ken says the juice loosener. That's what it was. The juice loosener.
Juice loosener.
Wow, all that juice from one bag of oranges?
That sounds like some kind of laxative or something. The juice
The
loosener.
juice loosener. Ew. Loosens your juice. That was my nickname in high school.
Juice loosener? I don't know if I'd want to tell anybody that.
I'd say my nickname in high school was more like loser.
Right? Same. No, I think my nickname in high school was him because everybody went, "Oh, look,
Him.
it's him again."
It's him again. Oh my God, go to sleep.
At least she doesn't sneak out and crawl down the hallway to watch TV when she's supposed to be asleep. My son used to
I
do
used
that.
to, I used to do it too. There was a sweet spot in the hallway where I could see the TV, but my parents couldn't see my reflection in the living room window. I had to peek around the corner past the table that was at the end of the couch.
Well, we would send John to bed when he was like 4 or 5 years old. We would send John to bed, and then we would sit down in the living room and watch a little TV before we go to bed. And he's sitting there watching TV. You see something move out of the corner of your eye. You turn around and look, and there's a 4-year-old army crawling on his belly down the hallway.
I was doing that when I was older. It's probably I don't know. I remember it, so I was probably like 12 or 13.
There we go. That is a little smoother coat.
Yeah, it looks nice. Very, very nice. Ken says, so you didn't send him to bed until he was 5? Wow, he must have been really tired by then. Well, he slept, right? But he just didn't have a bed. We just
Yeah,
put him in one of those onion sacks that hangs on the wall.
there you go.
Sleep in that.
Just hang him up on the wall. Old burlap flour sack or something. Have fun.
One of those baskets that hangs down and holds fruit in it.
Oh, that'd be even better. You better go to bed before the cat claims it.
My mom used to have these really cool crocheted plant hangers.
Yeah, we had some of those for a while.
Put a baby in. There was like 3 spots in one of them, and another one had 2 spots. They had like these wooden beads on them. They're really
Dang
cool.
it. I should have sprayed the tube before I emptied out the airbrush. Oh, well.
Ken says he would poke his head out of the sack like Rusty the Rooster.
Oh, my God.
So I don't know if you got the show The Friendly Giant in the US when around the late 70s, early 80s. But that was a show here in Canada called The Friendly Giant. And he was the only thing that was giant, and he lived in this tower that seemed to be like a regular sized tower because he could just like stand up in it. And it was like pretty small. And there was this rooster named Rusty that lived in a sack on the wall. It was like a puppet thing, but yeah, he would go up and look in the bag and he'd be like, Rusty, are you in there?
No, I don't remember that show. I mean, we might have had it and I just never saw it, but I don't remember it.
And what was it? The flute? He had a flute or something. He would play the flute, and the giraffe would come around. The giraffe would poke his head in the window.
I don't know.
And that was by one of his friends. And he talked to the Jerome the giraffe.
Sounds like somebody that would be on Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Well, it was a little, yeah, it was a kids show, right? It was for kids. It was before Pee Wee's Playhouse, that's for sure.
I would love to know.
1958, Ken. Oh my God. Ken says it played from 1958 until 1985.
2,990 episodes. Jeez.
Wow.
Christ.
That's a long run.
Yeah. But I would love to know who watched Pee Wee's Playhouse back when he was on HBO and decided that'll make a great kids show.
Well, then they retooled it a little bit for kids. They
A
cleaned
little
it up
bit.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Paul Rubens wasn't exactly his comedy wasn't exactly kid friendly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nothing in that show was kid friendly.
Yeah, he started out in Cheech and Chong movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he had a mirror on his shoes so he could look up, what was the girl's name? Sandy or whatever her name was. He had a mirror on his shoes so he could look up her dress and stuff, you know. And who's watching that going, you know, I bet young kids would like that.
Yeah, there you go. Ken says he played the recorder. That's right. He had a little recorder, and he'd go, and then the giraffe would show up.
Oh, the rooster did?
No, the giant.
Oh.
The giant had a recorder that he would play, and then the giraffe would show up.
But I think I'm gonna call it here because I don't know what else to do.
Well, you're just about at 11 o'clock, anyways. There, buddy. You put in your 2 hours time. I'll fill out your timesheet for a full 2 hours. I'll mark it. I'll mark it right till.
If I had my pain, I would have probably went a little longer because I don't have to work tomorrow.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I'm off all week.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were saying that last week. You're taking your holiday this week.
I can actually make it to Woody Wednesday on time.
Hey, there you go. Oh, Ken said he sent me a link. Excellent. I'll take a look. This is a great episode, Donnie.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I appreciate it. It was kind of a one-step episode.
A one-step-isode.
A one-step-isode.
A step-isode.
Good one. Good one. Let's see here. I really should make a cheat sheet like Buck did. Let's see. Tomorrow night we got Keith, and he said on Discord this may be the last episode of the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I just put done, eh?
Yeah, we may get to see him finish up the Chocolate Factory tomorrow night. And then Buck, I don't think Buck's going to finish the Death Star slice tomorrow night, though. Still got a few thousand bricks to go. But yeah, Keith will be on at 7 Eastern, possibly finishing up the Chocolate Factory. And then Buck will be on at 9 Eastern, working on the not Lego Death Star slice. And then Wednesday night, we got the Woody Wednesday. We'll be working on the Istanbul. And then Thursday night will be Jordan. Did he say he was finished with the Falcon, or has he got a little more to do?
I thought he was just about. He might still have a little bit more to do. Yeah,
Anyway,
Ken
he'll
says,
be
Donnie,
working.
you can play trivia tomorrow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Um, he he'll either be working on the Falcon or something else. I don't know. And then we got the Friday night stream at 9 Eastern, our usual Friday night stream. And then Saturday night will be Andrew, Canadian Starships at 9. And then Jody will be streaming at 11.
Yes.
Yes. And then Jody will be streaming at 11 Eastern.
I've been thinking about changing to a different day. 11 seems a little late for most people. I might pick a different day that gives me more time.
That's
So
going to be a tough one.
I might switch to Thursdays and follow Jordan because he ends an hour earlier. He's usually done at 10 o'clock. Well, 10 o'clock my time.
Mm-hmm.
So that would get me on an hour earlier and maybe give a chance for a few more people to be able to tune in, because a lot of times people are heading off to bed and or just doing something else on Saturday night.
Right.
So I'll think about that. But I'll be on this Saturday, and I might change it after that.
Cool.
And Ken says decals and weathering for Jordan. He still has a little bit of decals and weathering to do on the Falcon.
Okay, so he'll probably be working on the Falcon then. And then Sunday, we got the normal HTM stream at 4 Eastern.
Yes.
And then that brings us back to Monday. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Like and comment if you want. And we'll catch you tomorrow night in the comments on Keith and Buck's stream.
We will for sure.
For sure. And don't forget the trivia.
Don't forget the trivia. Ken said he might be implementing some prizes for the trivia winners in the future.
Ooh.
So if you're an HTM member and you have things like stickers or whatever, merch, trinkets, anything you can donate to Ken to give out as prizes for trivia winners, send Ken a message and let him know what you got and what you can send him. And he says score will be kept and everything will be fair and square.
I've got some stickers I can send.
I think he's going to work on like a point system where the first person to answer gets a set amount of points and the next person gets, incrementally less points for the order of which your answer comes in.
Yeah, you'd have to limit that to like 3 or something, though, where it would be impossible to track.
There you go. Ken says 10, 5, and 2. So 10 points for the first answer, 5 points for the second one, and 2 points for the third one. So there you go.
So each one gets half rounded down.
Multiple people can deliver the same answer and still receive points, just depending on who answers first.
Right.
I think that's what I'm getting from it.
I just like playing the trivia for the heck of it. It's fun.
Me too. It's fun. But Ken said he's starting to implement a scoring system and giving prizes. So I said, I'm going to have to start giving real answers instead of trying to give smart-ass joke ones.
But the smart-ass joke ones are so fun.
Yeah. Oh, Ken says the fastest fingers. Fastest
Who
fingers
can Google
win.
the fastest? But anyway, thanks for stopping by, everyone. I appreciate it. like and subscribe if you want. And like I said, we'll see you tomorrow night in the comments on Keith and Buck's stream. So have a good one, everyone. Later. Oh, and thank you, Jody, for producing.
You are very welcome, my friend. I hope you have a great night and enjoy your week off, man. We'll see you tomorrow in the chats.
Yes, sir.
Right
Have a
on.
good one, everyone.